What's up, guys? Welcome back for episode 6 of Life is Strange Reunion. Last we watched a really touching, heartfelt reunion between Chloe and Max, and now we are heading back to campus to chat with Moses. So we're going to introduce Chloe to Moses, and then the three of us are all going to put our heads together and hopefully come up with some sort of plan to stop this fire. So without further ado, let's just jump right back in.
Dude, is that what I think it is? You assholes have your own observatory? Oh, okay. I know we have a fire and an existential crisis to solve, but I am definitely breaking in there tonight. Earth to Max. You good?
Sorry. I just still can't believe it. You're really here.
Listen, if I'm gonna feel okay about being here with everything you have going on, I don't want to be weighing you down.
You're not.
Good. Then let's split up. I'll go up to the Science Palace and meet your friend while you go focus on the firefuckers.
Do we want to split up?
I hate it, but you're right.
It's my curse. Go. Get some answers. I'll call you soon.
Chloe!
I'm okay, you goober. Now go.
Good luck. She must have come looking for me, and I wasn't here. She found Moses and she... But I'm here now. And this time, I will make sure nothing happens to her. Hard to think about anything besides Chloe at the moment. But if I want to save her and everyone else, I need to start finding answers now. Where can I dig up more information on Abraxas? Maybe I can find someone to help me.
Hey, let me know if you need me to come meet up with you. The admin building isn't too far. Max, you literally just walked away from me. I haven't even made it up the stairs yet. Though, to be fair, I'm not sure the staircase has an end to it. JFC. I need to quit smoking. That sounds great. Maybe right after we solve your existential crisis? Deal. Okay, I think I've climbed Mount Science. I'm heading in. Good luck. Send updates. Update. I was wrong. There are more stairs. FML. And then I texted Moses, said, hey, heads up, there's an important visitor coming to your office now. ... Are you going to give me any more than that? Honestly, I don't think my thumbs can handle the amount of explanation it requires. Better just talk to her. Sure, I am ready to receive your mystery guest. Speaking of, you broke in the Abraxas house last night. Yes, but how? I connected some dots between my police scanner and the security text blast, and knowing you, didn't we agree not to make any major changes? I wasn't trying to. I was looking around the outside and saw something strange. Next thing I know, I was in the basement with Loretta, sirens started blaring, and the house almost came down on our heads. Wait, Loretta? Didn't you see something about her in the original fire? Yes, Loretta's march, but what's the connection? I don't know, but I'm realizing we need to start collecting everything you find. We have no idea what might be important yet. I want you to send me everything related to the fire. I'll transcribe and catalog it all and create a database of any evidence for us to review later. Will do. Thank you, Moses. Spoken like a true scientist. Okay, so we are meeting with Vin. I don't think I had any more updates. Or journal updates. Alright, let's go find Vin.
Yasmin was so relieved to hear about Safi. I hope she remembers the "don't tell Safi I said anything" part. Yasmin was far from perfect, but damn do I miss having her in charge.
Looks like that's Vin sitting there at his desk, so I'm gonna go have a poke around before we go chat with him. There's Loretta.
Where can I hope Loretta learned something from her brush with disaster last night, but I doubt it. Good morning. Okay. Promise is a promise.
What happened last night was terrifying. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Question 1. What is your connection to the Abraxas Society?
I don't have one. Some of my students are members, but I'm not.
Then why were you in their basement last night?
Abraxas is good at keeping secrets. I don't know if any of those secrets are dangerous, but I want to find out.
Question 2. Should students be concerned about an unchecked secret society running...
Loretta. My turn. How are you doing?
I'm coping, honestly. I think it would help me get some closure if I understood what happened last night.
Are you just trying to get my guard down so you can ask more questions?
Only like 30%. Nobody's been able to take them on, ever. The Caledon Crier has been publishing for 60 years. You know what's in their archives? Puff pieces on how Abraxas throws the best parties. I've searched Abraxas and every other creepy occult word I could think of. Nothing of substance.
I'll make you a deal. In lieu of any more grilling, how about I find you some more search terms? Then we can pool our research.
I'll consider it.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them.
History of the occult.
Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing.
Some of this get redacted. I'm not going to read this whole couple pages out loud, but feel free to pause and read it on your own if you're interested. Rituals and relics in modern life.
If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire, it could get bad fast.
Learning through osmosis. Not a well-respected field, but the early research is promising.
Animal symbology.
I always thought Abraxas was creepy, but at least it's the least creepy rooster-reptile hybrid.
I guess I didn't realize Abraxas was an animal. Head of a rooster, body of a man, serpents for legs. It's either an Egyptian god or a demon. A name is said to have magical meaning. It may be a shortened form of abracadabra. Historical associations with time, destiny, and balance. I don't know what a cockatrice is either, but that also doesn't sound fun. Head of a rooster, body and wings of a dragon. So it's a dragon with a rooster head. And obviously I feel like we've all heard of a basilisk. But I've never heard of a basilisk having the head and body of a rooster. I just thought it was a giant snake. But interesting. I feel like we still don't have enough search terms, so I'm going to go look around out here.
Can I put my International Photography Award in here? Maybe it would get Owen to take me seriously. When a slogan feels like a personal attack.
Ugh, the Caledon rebrand is beginning.
Abraxas is really going to war with the administration. Not sure who's winning.
After the events of Labor Day weekend, the store will remain locked every Friday at 5 p.m. until Monday at 8 a.m. While school spirit is an admiral quality and the Abraxas Society logo does contain a rooster, the Society is reminded that roosters are not pranks. They are living creatures that did not enjoy being sequestered in the mailroom. I feel like I still don't have the research topics, but
Try Jack Parsons.
One article. Already read this one. I told you. Puff pieces.
When I heard about Diamond,
I know. That's when I really started digging into Abraxas.
Can you try Bonfire?
A few Labor Day parties, a production of The Arsonists, and... Oh.
Look at the date. That's this weekend. Do they have an annual bonfire?
Ugh. They misspelled Abraxas. Amateurs.
I mean, it's a student newspaper. You're all amateurs.
Excuse you.
see, this was September 22nd, 1997. Bonfire at Secret Society House raises questions. A large bonfire at the Abraxas house got out of control and spread to the lawn on Saturday. The Lakeport Fire Department was called to 3180 Fremont Street after several neighbors noticed the smell of smoke. When the fire department arrived, the flames were mostly extinguished. The society issued a statement this morning apologizing for the fire and assuring the community that no underage drinking took place. This brush with the police comes after the society has been implicated in several high-profile pranks and hosted last year's memorable Krampus party, well, memorable for those of us that weren't taken to the ER for alcohol poisoning. Some students defend the society's antics, while others feel that Abraxas has strayed too far from its occult roots.
So, what do we know?
That Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we'd never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day. Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back.
Did someone vandalize this plaque? Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of accomplishments?
Gretchen Kostov, class of 1964. Members of Caledon University's first co-ed class, Gretchen pioneered the Caledon Women's Equality League, the Caledon Caller, and other initiatives that continue making Caledon a great place for students to this day. Yeah, somebody put the society logo up there. Just make another quick pass through here, see if there's anything else. We already looked at that. The witch's calendar.
Maybon, that's it. But what is it?
Okay, try Maybon.
Oh, here we go. A masked Maybon party? And look, it's the same weekend as the other article. They must be prepping for another one tonight.
Okay, this is September 24th, 1984, so this is before the last article. Dark Magic at Caledon Special Investigation. Did you know that here on our very own campus, an occult society might be practicing the dark arts? They've even been known to play Dungeons and Dragons. Gasp. This reporter won't name the group, who have threatened previous investigators with libel lawsuits, but I can exclusively report that last Saturday, a Maybon party took place off campus. Attendees wore masks and drank potions from engraved goblets. At midnight, an unknown ritual took place in the basement. This photograph was obtained from an anonymous source who was eager to convince me that Bauman isn't satanic, it just celebrates the cycle of death and rebirth, and that the rumors of human sacrifice are greatly exaggerated. The source ended the conversation after I asked whether their famed Hall of Secrets contains, as many have speculated, a portal to hell.
This is what we need. I just have to get my hands on a mask, and I could go anywhere, talk to anyone. Max?
There won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut it down.
Hold on. Think about this. I'll post part 1 of my podcast tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way. It's too risky.
Risky how? You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
I mean, on one hand, I am one of her professors. And on the other hand, I don't think she would necessarily... She doesn't know about my powers. If I say anonymous tip, she's just going to want to press me for who the tip was.
I'm telling you, I only have suspicions right now. If you're gonna blow this story wide open, you need solid proof.
That's what I'm saying. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy. Tonight is my last chance.
Okay. I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do. I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house tonight, you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. Promise me you won't do that.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
I could rewind and make Loretta forget the party is even happening. But is that a step too far?
I mean, that is a good point. But I feel like she's still going to try to show up there and do more investigating anyway. So maybe having some sort of warning is better. Still need to go talk to Vin. Okay, good. He's still there.
I don't think Vin has let all of his recent success get to his head. But it's hard to tell with him. Vin's moved up in the world since his administrative assistant days. I'm guessing the university wouldn't pay for a new nameplate, so he made one himself. Classic Vin. I can't believe Vin saddled his hedgehog with his own totally not embarrassing middle name. I need to talk to Vin about Mabon. But can I trust him to be honest with me about it?
What the hell? You towed my car?
You mispronounced. Thank you for saving my job, Vin. I owe you several drinks. Owen is furious that the demolition was held up. What do you think would happen if you found out you were there? Why were you there?
There is something strange going on. It's centered around the Abraxas house, and I think you know what it is.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help. The board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
What has he gotten you mixed up in?
Nothing. The Abraxas house was irreparably damaged by the storm.
Didn't look that bad to me.
And Owen's Caledon 2.0 plans hinge on the future site of the Scientific Institute for Caledon. Unfortunately abbreviated, SICK. I know he's a dick, but he's an ambitious leader, and he's got the backing of the board. So, the house is coming down.
Loretta was in the house last night. Owen's recklessness could have gotten her killed.
Owen fast-tracked a planned demolition. Loretta was creeping around a condemned building in the middle of the night. Who's reckless here?
I don't understand. You were the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weird. And I want to keep the Abraxas house in all of its haunted glory. But this is happening. All I can do is advocate. For Abraxas, you, and the arts in general, I'm doing my best. Now, are you gonna take my word for it? Or are you gonna keep asking me questions that I can't answer?
Vin, you have to cancel the Maybon party.
He did. I told Reggie there wasn't a good backup spot to build a bonfire. It's canceled as of last...
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, about these messages...
They'll have to wait.
Vin looked like he wanted to chase Owen out of the room. Maybe I can push him over the edge.
I should rewind and convince Vin to leave when Owen does.
I think it's my turn to ask the questions.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing.
I saw the stay of demolition. According to the court, the house is staying right there.
And yet, come down it must. Either now, due to a miscommunication with the demolition company, or later, due to an expensive legal battle.
I don't understand. You were the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weak.
You need help getting Owen's attention? Loretta is planning to release her podcast about the demolition tonight. But maybe if Owen gives her the comment she's after, he can reduce the damage.
Holy shit. That will get his attention. And, oh god. Make him supremely angry. Still, thank you.
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, I have to speak with you immediately.
Not now.
It's new information about that podcast.
Fine. Walk with me.
That should buy me enough time to search the office.
Where was he when the world needed him to defend the president's office?
Sorry, Vin. Managed to talk my way into the president's office. I miss the old days when I just used pipe bombs. Normally I wouldn't suspect Caledon's president of arson. But someone's about to burn down the building he wants to get rid of.
Just have a full-on snoop of the whole office.
Can I hate something that would make Moses happy? I think I can.
Music is very ominous.
Owen could work anywhere he wanted, but he came back to Caledon. I thought that was sweet, before I met him. Did he lose his key or something? Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged. But I didn't see anything wrong.
So land parcel agreement, addendum 6, fire will not demolish the building located at 3180 Fremont Street, hereafter referred to as the Abraxas House, until receiving a signed order of demolition from the Lakeport County Court. Said order is contingent upon a visit from a structural engineer scheduled to take place on Monday, September 23rd. Once the structural engineer, hereafter referred to as the engineer, confirms that the building is damaged beyond repair, the order of demolition can be resubmitted to the Lakeport County Court. If the engineer's report contradicts demolition, the matter will be referred to the Lakeport Historical Commission for further review. Said provisions have been agreed upon by Caledon University and the Lakeport Historical Commission. I have no idea who that first signature is, but Owen definitely signed this. Never walk away from your computer unlocked.
Nice, still logged in. Guess I'm due for a lucky break.
Okay, I have to click on logos. Oh, cute. Is he is he the one designing these logos? Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon automated assistant. How can I help you today?
What the hell? Is that Owen's voice?
President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie Kagan. Location, Central Quad.
Wait, he was just here.
The Abraxas Society was founded in 1962 by Gretchen Kostok. Originally known as the Caledon Women's Equality League, the group is open to all students in good academic standing.
Was worth a shot.
All right, emails from New England Wreck Kings. This must be the demolition team. Subject is the fuck. Owen, my guys are telling me that you're throwing them under the bus to the Lakeport PD. Listen, I've got plenty of words for the idiots who didn't check the basement, but who told them that the demolition had been approved? Who assured me to my face that the court documents were on their way and it, quote unquote, had to be tonight? Do you know how much shit I'd be in if the cops had found the explosives? I had to hide them in a dumpster like a effing mobster. I only took this contract as a favor to Yasmin, but we're done. I told my guys to pull the equipment, find someone else to do your dirty work, and get your fancy team of lawyers ready, a-hole. Stan King, New England Wreck Kings. Well, that's good news, I suppose.
Owen's trying to seem more likable, so he outsources the job to a chatbot. This fucking guy.
From Vin to Owen, new Callie interface. Sir, the new AI chat program is ready for your review. I downloaded it to your desktop this morning. As I've said, I have some concerns about using your voice. I know we're attempting to address the quote-unquote unlikable and unrelatable accusations, but even with more boundary conditions, a user could get you to say just about anything. I'm sure you can imagine the potential downsides and PR nightmares that could follow. Let me know if you have any feedback for the developer, Vin. And from Yasmin to Owen last night. Are you feeling all right? We'll discuss your previous message after the call with the board. I suggest you get your head on straight before then. Yasmin. I think the real question is, how did you F up your relationship with your daughter so badly that she doesn't even answer your calls? Maybe you should stop trying. Or maybe I should offer her a professorship. She's clearly the real talent in the family. Yikes, what a douche. Yasmin says, I'm getting calls from the demolition company. Stan is furious and threatening to sue. What happened at the Abraxas house last night? Oh, I read these. I must have read them out of order. So she asked what happened at the Abraxas house last night. He said the real question is, and then throws it back in her face about her daughter. And then she says, are you feeling all right? We'll discuss your previous message after the call with the board. Okay, so he definitely started deflecting.
Breaking into his own files? That weird email to Yasmin? That wasn't Owen just now. Holy shit. Safi. What was she doing in Owen's office?
Oh.
She asked Vin to get a file for her. She's up to something. Oh no.
That's why.
Max? Are you, like, in there? President Teller's office. Sir?
Vin, I need you to go get me something.
Max? Is that you? Fuck it. I'm coming in.
Well, it was worth a shot.
In there?
I need to get Vin away from
Owen
the door.
just said he'd been trying to break into his office. I told him he's crazy.
I need a distraction.
But he insisted I check, so I really
Everyone
hope no
keeps
one is in
saying
there
that
listening
the
to me right
Abraxas
now.
house is badly damaged.
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon.
Tell Vin to take the day off. Tell Vin you need to talk to him in the library. Tell Vin to get a package from the mailroom. Go to the mailroom, Vin.
Fuck it.
Wait,
I'm coming in.
did it not work?
I really hope no one is in there listening to me right now.
Oh, I have to call him.
President Teller's office. Sir?
Vin, please meet me in the library. We need to discuss tech and corporate synergies.
Sure. I'll see you there.
Okay, so that makes more sense that it was Safi in here, the response to her mom. I'm like, that is so bizarre for him to deflect that hard. But that makes way more sense now.
It's a shame I can't tell Vin what I just did. If it wasn't his job on the line, he'd probably laugh. You want to play cat and mouse, Safi? Let's play. Safi could be anywhere by now. Knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas' future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey, I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller, I really need to understand this whole, a negative space thing.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time-sensitive.
So Safi was also pretending to be Reggie.
I can help you look for it if you...
No, sorry. I just need to take care of this by myself. It's fine. There's probably a whole stack of them down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know.
What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am. See you around, Max.
That was definitely Reggie. But what about the rest of the quad? When Safi was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell. Anyone with a
Look at this guy
Caledon folder
dancing.
could be Safi. I need to check out each one I find.
Oh, he is living his best life right now. Get it, bud. And he's singing.
The man has absolutely no hold on this guy.
Okay, I love this guy though. Okay. Well, that was a productive trip to the president's office. I need to regroup. Here are the people who definitely know more than they're letting on. Reggie, being the president of Abraxas comes with a certain amount of skullduggery? He's hiding something. It's just a question of what. But Reggie has been working for months to save the Abraxas house. Why would he want to burn it down? Vin, knowing more than he lets on is Vin's whole personality. He's a secretive guy, but he's also my friend. He reports to Owen, but he loves Abraxas. Is Vin involved in something or caught in the middle of it? Lucas hates Caledon, emboldened by his podcast. Such a dick. I don't know if Lucas is capable of violence, but I certainly trust him less than I trust the other two. Who else? Here are the people who might know more than they're letting on. Owen. What's his deal? He seems laser focused on his goal of ruining Caledon by turning it into tech bro heaven. Would he burn down the Abraxas house if it stood in his way? Loretta. I don't think she's involved. She sure wasn't aware that the Abraxas house was about to come down, but Loretta's march was named after her for a reason. Besides, it's always a fair assumption that Loretta knows more than she says. Safi, the wildest wild card, currently running around campus for reasons unknown. Why is she back now? Why is she creeping around looking for information, trying to get me off of her scent? I have to talk to her.
Still no sign of Safi.
Oh, this
I have
guy's...
to keep looking.
All right, bud. You enjoy your time. I thought we were looking for Safi. Now we're just gonna sit down?
Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He's with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test-happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slammed door in my face.
Really? Why?
Well, We didn't part ways on the best terms, and you never responded to my text.
I wanted to. I worried that if I sent you one text, I might send you 1,000. I mean, we talked all morning, and there's still so much more to say.
Well, it's a start.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Oh. Damn. I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
This game is so pretty. If I could take some of those clips and just make it a background, or it's so pretty with the falling leaves. They did a really great job with this game.
Safi knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them? Safi knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them? Of course everyone has the same folder. And only one of them is Safi.
Wasn't this person sleeping here last time we were out here? Has anyone done a wellness check? Are they okay?
Sometimes this sculpture feels like a self-portrait. Not today, though.
I feel like I should probably go talk to those teachers that were sitting there.
Safi saw my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students to mess with me?
Let me go talk to those teachers real quick first.
Down with President Keller!
Whoever she is, Safi's definitely laughing at me right now.
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
Hello?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
What?
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans.
What kind of plans?
They certainly seem distracted right now. Maybe I could sneak a peek? Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes way more sense than where my mind went.
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
Okay, so not them. Go check Jeanette. Jeanette?
Down with President Keller! Save the Abraxas!
Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
She doesn't move her jaw when she talks.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's
now she is.
Personal project.
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I didn't...
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
Aw, can we rewind and make that better? That felt sad. This girl needs some confidence.
Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey.
I've been meaning to ask you, have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you about it, but I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
Aw, poor Jeanette. What a sweet girl.
I'm sorry. I'm still new at teaching, and I'm not used to people caring about my opinion. But of course, I think you're good enough.
Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
Oh gosh, should we read this whole thing? The first time I got to hold a camera, I was overwhelmed with the desire to capture an image of my mother, asleep in a hammock. My artistic instincts were so strong that I nearly dropped her Kodak P880 on her face. When my mother woke up, grabbed back her camera, and forbade me from touching it for the rest of our vacation, I learned a valuable lesson. Photography is about permission. We are surveilled to some degree or another anytime we set foot on a city street or log into our devices. We can take pictures of people with our phones, watches, or sunglasses, with or without their consent. But to take someone's photograph is very different from simply taking their picture, though it may sound like semantics. To photograph someone is to ask another person if you can treat them as a piece of art, not as a commodity or consumer. It redefines communication, introduces playfulness and spontaneity, and demands collaboration between the photographer and the subject. In a world beset on all sides by technology, which often has an isolating effect, photography remains a technology that connects us to each other. Okay, well, I have an edit. Remove the typo of that extra A. Otherwise, sounds great.
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
Aw, that was really sweet interaction. What is he wearing?
Down with President Teller!
Someone's fighting the power in a weird way.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Sir, you're very loud. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't say right on, seeing as how President Teller is my boss. But, whatever.
Hell yeah, man. Exercise that right to protest.
Use it or lose it, am I right? Down with President Teller!
Okay.
Save the Abraxas house! Down with President...
Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change yet.
That guy is still over there dancing.
Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen.
Yeah, we get it.
Maybe...
I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and regroup.
Unsurprisingly, Owen is being a cairn Karen.
Unpermitted sculptures are not permitted on campus. This rock pile will be removed at the end of the semester. Well, that's mean.
The whole school feels about as stable as you do right now.
It's what everyone's doing because of the storm, and this asshat's gonna try to remove it. I don't know how to distract him.
Well, unless you want to help me.
Okay. I thought maybe I could distract him with that sign or something, but nope. Oh.
Is it me, or are there more of these gnomes around than there used to be?
There's so many gnomes.
Not a folder to be seen. Good. Yasmin must have commissioned this sculpture after Safi died. I'll bet Safi got a real kick out of seeing this.
You don't have a folder. You don't have a folder. Okay, so how are we going to distract Owen? I mean, I feel like I should enlist this guy that's dancing. He'd be a fantastic distraction. I keep getting distracted by him. That's never not gonna crack me up. Already chatted with you. You're still sleeping. You don't have a folder. Another little gnome. You also don't have a folder. So it's gotta be Owen, right? You don't have a folder. Can we distract him with the protester? Since he's, you know, yelling down with President Teller.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President...
Yeah, we can.
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Gotta go around this way.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
I don't mean to interrupt.
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas
What is it now?
Perfect.
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives. Must be the real Owen.
Board call Saturday, 1 p.m. Last night was an unfortunate, entirely avoidable incident. It was handled quietly, but could have been catastrophic and demands immediate action. Go over police report, miscommunication with demolition team. No better time to demolish the building. Creepy abandoned house will always attract attention. Need to act fast or it could cave in on the next trespasser. Reminder, we are not trying to close Abraxas, but disbanding is always an option if they keep acting up. Reggie's attempts to get Alumni Network on board with the move, mixed. Relocation options, not a lot of Victorian mansions for sale. Have offered to build new house, but alumni are being little shits. Obstinate. Pivot to Caledon 2.0, share new architectural plans, show the logo without slogan, ask for thoughts on possible slogans. Yasmin will generate consensus for time to look forward. Don't forget Tom's daughter's birthday is next week. Don't yell.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
This guy's such a douche.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
We just kind of keep digging in further.
You know, every millionaire I've ever met has a favorite artist that they love to name drop.
You've met many, have you? At your exhibitions and such? Because you rely on their patronage.
I did, before I came to Caledon, where I can build a career without catering to the richest common denominator.
We're gonna get fired. It's fine.
Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. How dare I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
Please tell me Safi isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
All right, y'all, I think that's where we're gonna pause for this episode. We are just at over an hour. This was a big dialogue heavy episode again, which I love. I love that so much about this game. Make sure you subscribe if you are enjoying the series so far. I am loving every minute of this game and I can't wait to continue digging in. And leave your comment below. Who do you think Safi is? Is she playing her mom right now, or is she Vin and chit-chatting with her mom? I feel like it's one of the two. I was for sure it was Owen, but it's definitely one of these two. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching this far and sticking with the series. It's been so much fun. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.